Stephanie Arkadie here. What's going on, you guys? Hey, I wanted to talk to you about the butterfly experience. I've been putting off making this video. I don't know why, because everything has to be all lined out and scripted out for me and written down. And the main reason that I do that, not to be, not that I'm trying to come from a place of not being genuine, but because I don't want to forget anything. I don't want to leave anything out. And then I watch my videos and I'll be like, oh, you forgot to say this and you forgot to say that. But I'm going to have to come from a place of my heart, like Paul, a mentor of mine, would say. When all else, just come from your heart and you can put the pieces together later. If somebody has a question, please post it and I will answer it. But the butterfly experience, to break it down to you how this project even came about, was that I was at a place where something had to give. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that way. And we're at the end of the year where that kind of feeling and that kind of vibe is rapid. Everybody is on that page because it's just that time of year. But in all honesty, New Year's resolutions and turning over a new leaf or stepping up to a higher level should be something that you do on a daily basis. Just like Thanksgiving, you should be grateful on a daily basis. And just like Christmas, you should give all that you can, give your best, and love people to the fullest on a daily basis. So, but I got to that place where I was like, something has got to give. And we came out with a new blogging system where we can have multiple blogs on one account. And I'm one of those type of people that sometimes I have so many thoughts and ideas going through my mind, I'm spread too thin. And I don't want to do that with this platform at all. But God had given me a vision through a number of different people, a number of different conversations, and a number of different trainings that led me to the butterfly experience. And he had given it to me in a way that was complete. He had given me so many details about this project. Number one, I knew it was him. And number two, I knew it has synergy along with everything that I'm trying to do online, in my business, and for those that are working with me and that I love and would like to help in any way possible. So let's get to the point. What is the butterfly experience? It's about a transition. It's about a transformation. I was at an event and one of our leaders had spoke on a butterfly. He was coming from a place of telling people the reason why I didn't give you more than what you wanted or expected from me, or I didn't just hand things to you, is because you had to learn to do this on your own. He said, just if you tried to help a butterfly out of its cocoon, to help them bust out of the cocoon, you could kill it. And everything he was talking about as far as learning things on your own and the whole metaphor of the butterfly and all that just like came together. It was like, whoa, it was like, I had an epiphany. And I was like, oh man, I have really got to do this on my own. I knew that I had to do a lot of self-development to reach the level of income that I wanted to reach. And I want to reach a very high level of income. I want to far exceed anything that I've ever done, including real estate. Anybody that knows me knows that I did real estate for a little while, and I actually did really good. But it happened at a time in my life that I didn't have my vision clear, and I didn't have my direction. And so the money didn't go as far as it should have. The money did not serve a purpose or keep us afloat or keep us in business. Not to mention the fact that the real estate game completely changed. So it was a number of different factors, but nonetheless, I want to far exceed that. I'm not going to get into income claims or start spitting out numbers, but it's significant. I want an income that's going to change my life forever. And let's just keep it at that. But more importantly, making the money is one thing, but obtaining the mentality, the mindset, and the skill set to make that money. No one can take that away from me. And that's what I really need to obtain, because even if I made it and lost it, I would still have the ability to make it again. So I was like, oh, I got to really, really focus on my personal development. I really got to focus on getting myself right, which was a hard pill to swallow, especially when you think you okay. You think you're already got it together. You've done a lot of personal development, read a lot of Christian books, and went through a lot of different programs. Life Help, Life Hurts, God Heals. The other one, oh my goodness, I hate when I do that. Celebrate Recovery, which is the same program, but one is a more summarized version than the other, and Celebrate Recovery is like the full-fledged one. And you go through all of that, and you dig up a lot of stuff that you thought you had buried or actually totally spaced out or forgotten. And it hurts and everything, but when you get rid of it, it is a high, it's adrenaline, it is a burning passion inside of you that you'll never forget. And it's because I went through that several times. I was like, oh, I'm good, I'm straight. And then I got into this business and started putting things together, getting things set up, and getting ready to do my vlogs, because I wanted to do video. I want people to get to know me. And I was like, and I started doing video and stuff, and I could see where I really did have more work to do. And it took me a minute to come to that realization, because I thought I had already done the work. But it's just like you change the oil in your car. Just because you changed it 7 months ago doesn't mean it doesn't need to be changed again. So it's a lifetime process, personal development, and I am dedicated to that. I promise you, I'm dedicated to that. But so I knew I would need to go through a transformation. So I decided to do a blog by the title of The Butterfly Experience. And it was going to be my personal journey of going through a number of different programs that I've already gone through that I'd like to go through again on a deeper level, books that I'm reading, new programs that are out, and the mentors and people and the masterminds that I'm involved in. I was going to blog about my experience, my feelings, my revelations, my progress on a daily basis. That was going to be the Butterfly Experience, the blog. And it still is. That is still in the making. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to start with that. But then it evolved. God gave me a little bit more. It's almost like stepping on the sidewalk, like in Billie Jean, when Michael Jackson was stepping on the sidewalk, and it was only when he stepped on it that it would light up, or he would step on it and the next step would light up. God was only giving it to me in pieces, because if he had given to me all at one time, I don't know, I probably would have just froze, been paralyzed with the information. But then it evolved into wanting to put together a show. And that was brought to me, or what gave me that idea that fit into, is the way that we launched the Blog Beats, which is the Empower Network version 2. And they did it in an entertaining fashion. And I really love the videos. And it came, I think someone had said it, I think it may have been Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, or someone else that had said, people want to be entertained. And that's true. I watch my kids watch these videos. They watch these Vines. They watch YouTube all the time. And it'd be these hilarious, some of them are just flat ridiculous videos. And they just want to be entertained all the time. And I was like, well, that is true. And when you recognize stuff like that, that's what makes marketing... Sasha, hush. That's what makes marketing different. That's what makes it stand out, and that's what makes it work. When you recognize things like that. So I was like, okay, don't downplay it, Stephanie. You got value. Your ideas are good. Keep it going. And oh man, the ideas were flowing like the motion of water. So to put together a show, what kind of show? First I was thinking soap opera, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I was like, no, I want to do a web series. So the Butterfly Experience, the web series, is a show that is about a cast of characters who all are endeavoring to be more than what they are. They're trying to overcome their past hurts and hang-ups and habits. They're trying to pursue things that are larger than themselves, and they're larger than anything that they have personally experienced or witnessed. They have dreams and goals that they're trying to accomplish through all of the negative self-talk, the unsavory associations that they have with certain people, things that happened to them in their past that they're having a hard time getting over. And then when they're leaning on their own understanding instead of a higher power, specifically God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, to be exact. But, so it's their journey of going through this. And it's told in a dramatic, actually I found a description, a biographical drama.